Yes, there it is. There it is. Okay, great. All right, guys. Hello and welcome to the Escape Gaming Masters. I am joined here by Memb, who is going to be co-casting this set of games with me today for the qualification of the tournament. Hi, Memb. How's it going?
Really fine. So excited, like we were talking before, to see these matches, and really with the civilization key pick Burmese, I want to see how Vinchester is going to counter the power of the monks in this one.
Yeah, the Burmese being the pick for TaToH here, and they are certainly a very strong civ. Obviously, the map being HideOut, like you say, it is kind of a little bit like Arena, right? It's like the opposite of Arena. You have the wood in the middle instead of the outside. But I would say about this map, the big difference to me is that it's only a palisade wall. So do you think we could see some, feudal age aggression or very early castle age aggression?
Well, if we go for feudal age, it can be nice, but it's also risky because if you fail, I mean, if it's palisade, they still need to go really around all the woods, you see. So it's a really long way to go. I think they will go for fast castle, really.
Yeah, it's kind of like migration in that sense, where you've got such a long distance to travel to actually get to your enemy that it's very risky to be aggressive early on, in the feudal age anyway. But once they get to castle, of course, they are only sitting behind a palisade wall, so it will be a lot harder to defend, and so potentially we will see a lot more aggression there. Now, we've seen already the Burmese for TaToH, Vinchester playing in the purple or the hot pink. I prefer to call it the hot pink, to be honest. He's playing as the Malay. And what do you think of the Malay, man, for this one?
I'm not really sure if this civilization can counter the TaToH civilization. I think he did a great pick, and we can check. It's naval civilization, Malay. So yeah. If you see that it's naval civilization, I don't see what he can do to counter. Remember to the viewers that is 50% all the monks' research for the civilization, 50% cost. So you can go redemption with barely 250 gold, for example.
Yeah, this is TaToH we're talking here, the Burmese. They're a monk and elephant civ, right? And so, yeah, with the 50% cheaper monastery techs on a map like this, it's very likely that we'll see TaToH go into doing some monks and that kind of stuff. And it's very strong and very difficult to counter that when they're one of the best monk civs in the game.
So for that, I'm really curious to see what Vinchester is going to choose. One thing that is really nice for Vinchester, if you check even if Burmese, you can see all the relics already. TaToH can see all, but all the relics are closer to Vinchester. So that's also important if the game go for a long Imperial game, of course.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things that TaToH has. He does get to see where these relics are already. If we look at the mini-map, we can see that, yep, they are pretty far away. They're all on Vinchester's side, as you say. But, it's nice to know where they are, and maybe that's going to influence his decision to take them, well, when he takes them, I guess. He might try and take them as early as possible so he can get them before Vinchester. That could influence what he decides to do there. However, I'd say at this stage, I mean, both players can kind of follow a standard build order. It's not like the new civs change the way the game is played completely. They're still going to build up normally, and that's where it comes down to individual skill, right? It's not about the civs in the early game. It's about how well you can manage your Dark Age economy and click up to the feudal age and go from there.
Yeah, we don't have to check so much things about the start because, we have the coal instead of the ships that they are 150 foot instead of 100. But other than that, it's standard resources with 2 boars, the deers, and since it's a closed map, not as close as Arena, we have to focus probably in what decisions they're going to take when they are in feudal age. And this is what I'm really curious. Vinchester is really aggressive player. I would love to see that he's going aggressive in feudal age, but I insist, it will be a really surprise for me.
Yeah, I think what I would like to see Vinchester do is early castle for the Malay. Now, if we think about it, the Burmese are a great monk civ, so TaToH is likely to be making monks. And I feel like the Malay do have an answer to that, and that's their Karambit warrior, which is their unique unit. It only takes half a population space, but it's incredibly cheap. So, one of the best ways to deal with monks is like trash, because a monk converting a trash unit, it's no big deal. And if you're the Malay, sure, you're a naval civ, but you've got these great Karambit warriors, which you can make a lot of very cheaply and try and overwhelm your enemy with just pure numbers, really. I feel like that could work pretty well on this kind of map.
Well, let's see, and they are also fast, so let's see what he's going to do. I want to ask you, because I don't know if I am in 7 minutes 30 seconds. You are the same?
I'm at 8 minutes.
8, okay, I will go fast, no problem.
So Vinchester also gets the bonus that, he advances to the next stage twice as fast as the Malay here. And on this kind of map, that could be quite nice if the strat is to go for a kind of fast castle. Of course, you have to bear in mind, it kind of throws players off a little bit because they don't expect that they would be in the next stage quite so quickly, and they might be a little bit down on resources. But of course, the less time your town center spends researching the feudal age or the castle age, the more time it's got to produce villagers, and that's what Vinchester can take advantage of. It's kind of like a small eco bonus, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm checking right now. It seems that Vinchester is going to go up probably 25 population. And if you check, I was checking with the Fog of War, either of the player has explored their opponent. They are focusing completely, like you are talking, in the economy to have well, he's doing more villages, he's not going up. And TaToH, it's not going up either. We'll go up with 27. We see in Arena, I'm doing the comparison with Arena because it's the similar map that they are going faster up. It seemed, and TaToH is going for a stone. My name is stone and gold. Okay.
Yeah, he's actually adding a 28th or no 27th villager because he's got his scout, so he'll go up to 28 pop. Then he should click feudal. But yeah, they're making a lot of extra villagers here, it seems, compared to what you would expect on Arena. And I think maybe that could mean that we'll see some much more aggression in Castle Age, and maybe less booming and just more aggression.
Well, with the castle, can go either way, but I think TaToH will go aggressive. I would love to see a castle forward. Also, it's a possibility to go for fast Imperial. Don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, completely
in
agree.
Maps.
But I think it's too risky on this map for a fast imp due to the palisade being so weak compared to a stone wall. I mean, look at Vinch. He's only just clicked up to feudal with 29 villagers, but this is really good from him because he's looked at his civilization's strength, right? He gets to go to the next stage twice as fast. So even though Vinchester's gone up with 29 pop versus TaToH 28, and he clicked up a lot later, Vinchester will still reach the feudal age at about the same time. So this gives him an extra villager to work with now, and it looks like Vinch is moving out as well with one of those villagers. Maybe walling up a little bit, maybe trying to get some forward going.
Let's see, where they were trying to get the villager, the scout fight, both a scout with lower HP. Now he's sending the villager. Well, if he's sending one villager forward, he's doing a barrack at home. He's going to go definitely aggressive. And TaToH is sending also 3 villagers to make the buildings.
Yeah, well, TaToH sees that with his scout as well, right? He sees the villager going, so he knows. TaToH just doing a straight up fast castle with a blacksmith and a market, so really kind of standard stuff from him. Whereas Vinchester, I feel, might be looking a little differently here with this forward archery range and a blacksmith back at home. So once he gets up to the castle age, we should expect to see some crossbows from him. I would have loved to see the castle and the karambits, but I think crossbows work very well as well if we're expecting TaToH to maybe go for monks.
I think he's trying to deny him to go forward, because what you want if you are against a monk civilization, you want to keep your enemy as far as possible to your base. So for that, I think he's doing the archery range there. He will try to go, because well, maybe he's able to do also a siege workshop forward as well, but he wants to keep TaToH away from his base because he knows how strong might be this civilization in early aggression. And well, let's see. He's doing double archery range, actually. Whoa.
Yeah, I like this, actually, from Vinch, to be honest. I mean, if we look at it, Vinch hit 31 population, clicking up to the castle age. He's halfway now. TaToH, 28 population, and he's behind to the castle age as well. So Vinchester, he knows he's going to have this edge. He's going to be faster to the castle age, and so he wants to be forward, I think, so that he could be more aggressive more quickly. He can be right up at TaToH's wall a lot faster than TaToH might expect due to this faster age up time. And we're seeing this now, the archers coming out and the castle age coming in, and this is before TaToH even hits halfway to castle here. So I like this from Vinch a lot, and he's really using his civilization's strength.
Well, actually, this is a good advantage, like you said, because you want to go, he's doing the siege workshop, okay, and you want to go as fast as possible with this kind of civilization with Burmese. But TaToH is a bit slow. I don't know. Well, he's gonna probably go defensive then. We were talking about going aggressive, but I think he's gonna make a castle at home. He has almost 600 stone.
Yeah.
And well, he has no other choice to make now a castle at home and defend.
Well, I agree. I think TaToH should have his castle in time, to be honest. This is an easy defense with a castle, because a mangonel is not going to be able to break through if there is a castle there. Of course, Vinchester only just finishing his siege workshop now. The mangonel is on the way out. The question is, can TaToH get the castle up in time? And he's building a siege workshop of his own right now as well, including some stone walls. He's a little bit scared, I think.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, because how much economy he's putting on this defense. I mean, he's with almost 600. Well, he has the stone already to make the castle. He's doing the siege workshop. So I don't know. I mean, well, the castle. This is really important. You have seen he has 3 goals, all 3 goals from TaToH in the same spot. Imagine that Vinchester get there, where to get goal. So I think it's a smart choice. Siege workshop on the right side, there, the castle, just covering the goal, because if he's going aggressive and get that goal, and he's going there with the palisade, but 4 villagers, he will be in time. It's just palisade, but he need to go fast and make the castle.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to force the villagers over quickly. He's going to lose 1 villager there to the mangonel. The castle will it though? It should make it up in time, I think. That house is going to be destroyed, but the castle is going to happen. Vinch going to have to back the hell away and maybe look for another way in. But that gives TaToH some time, but he's spent a lot of economy to get this castle up, and he doesn't really have anything else at the moment. Maybe he's going to make some of his unique unit, but I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like his unique unit maybe isn't the best choice right here.
Well, I'm really surprised. He has 4 farmers now doing a monastery at the back. He had the siege workshop, and like you said, his economy is pretty weak at this point. Well, if we go for Vinchester, well, both are going aggressive, to be honest. So it's not big difference in terms of economy, but you expect something different probably with this civilization. But since Vinchester was faster, he forced TaToH also to play like this, right?
Yeah, exactly. TaToH had to defend it, because if he didn't, then, well, Vinch would be in his base right now causing a lot of trouble. He is looking for a way in at the top, and this house is getting quite low. It is on a hill, though, for TaToH, so that's actually probably given him enough time to get his mangonel over there to defend it. And there we see an Arambai at the back from TaToH as well, coming out from his castle there. But TaToH just in time with this mangonel. Let's see if he can actually snipe Vinchester's mangonel here. He might just be able to catch him out as the house goes down. Will he get the shot?
Almost there, but it's out of the range, I think.
Yeah.
It's out of the range. Yes, it's out of the range. No, not getting it. Oh, but now the mangonel fight. Oh,
I think you're slightly behind me. Just
I am
bit.
in
TaToH
1955.
Okay, I'm at 20. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, TaToH losing his mangonel there. The crossbows coming in, taking it out. Nicely done. And TaToH left without much defense, to be honest. He's behind in a mangonel. So this is going to be difficult because, a lot of the time a mangonel will trade one for one. And Vinchester has the mangonel advantage now. So it's up to TaToH. Can he make the best out of this mangonel here? I'm feeling a little bit concerned for him, to be honest.
Well, it's the only thing he has. The castle is defending just the forward goal, but the other is out of the range. He doesn't have fletching, no botkin, of course, and he need to be really careful. He can raid now, and the man gonna shoot! He killed it!
Yeah, so Vinchester has a huge advantage here, like a huge advantage. He can start hitting this TC even now, and TaToH, he's forced off of gold, really, at the left side. He's had to rebuild the camp at the north, but he's only just building, more mangonels. He can't even afford to do monks right now, and he certainly can't afford to do any technologies at this stage, even if they do cost less. Vinchester looking really strong, and it just goes to show, might be a naval civ, but Vinch is making really good use of his unique bonuses here.
He's getting definitely the advantage. 45 population TaToH, Vinchester 59, 14 population more, and I'm just missing only. Oh, but the Arambai is gonna get now the mangonel. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I mean, just a couple of Arambai can take the mangonel out so quickly. They have 18 attack, which is really high. Although they have incredibly low accuracy, those Arambai, they can snipe the mangonels. And this is good now for TaToH. Well, I wouldn't say it was good for him, but he has at least taken out both of the mangonels. So this is better than it was just a moment ago, but I'm still a little bit worried for him, as Vinchester clearly trading a lot better at the moment and is not feeling any pressure back at home.
Yeah, Vinchester is putting up the third tone center already. Third tone center, well, TaToH only have two tone centers. I don't know. I was missing. I don't know why the players. You see that forward villager from Vinchester. Why they don't send even more forward for him? For example, he got that mangonel with really low HP. If he got with the forward villager, he could repair, even doing more buildings inside to his economy, because the castle is now covering only one goal, and he could make more damage.
Yeah, he could come around the back and maybe put some tower there or something and just keep the pressure up. But yeah, what you said about the mangonel being repaired is completely true. I mean, Vinchester could have used his villager a little better, I feel, and she's just kind of idling in the houses at the moment. So TaToH, 3 Arambai, and apparently this is enough for Vinchester to send his whole army back home.
I was about to say that. Yeah. I was about to say that, well. Zach. Yeah, because he just changed the game with 3 Arambai. I mean, you are not pushing him anymore when you could push completely. And he was really behind in terms of economy. And now TaToH is going to recover. Yeah, or he's recovering. I'm not saying he's going to recover. He's recovering.
He's still down a TC, but he should be able to afford another one fairly soon. But I wonder if maybe he'll keep on 2. All right, mangonel at the top. It's going to get a shot. Oh, huge shot onto those crossbows there. Great stuff for TaToH. That's exactly what you want if you're behind. Just a nice mangonel shot. Lovely stuff. And I'm wondering if Vinchester will kill this mangonel with this one crossbowman now. Think it's going to happen?
Well, if he no.
It's going to get back to the TC. There you go. Not to the castle, I mean. Yeah, all right. So that's great, and that's just a great example of mangonels kind of turning things around a little bit. Vinchester army, not very scary at all if it dies to one single mangonel shot. TaToH maybe clawing his way back into this. He's still only on 2 TCs though, so I don't know. Maybe he's still behind in economy. It's hard to see because we don't have a spectator dashboard, sadly.
Yeah, in this situation we miss the spec overlay, yeah. But in economy, I can try to count, well, the villagers, 23 farmers, 21 lumberjacks from TaToH. So overall, in food and wood, he has like close to 50.
Yeah, TaToH is behind in eco by about 5 villagers, I think. I just
I was checking now.
I think the easiest way to do it is look at the military count and then compare the military count units, and then the population. Yeah. 9
range units, Vinchester, Sac, and TaToH has, well, 7 units, 2 monks, 3 cavarches that are the Arambai, and 2 siege. So
yeah, I mean, TaToH actually looking to go out and get the relics now, I think. He's moved out with the monks at the bottom. And if he can distract these crossbow with the Arambai, which he is doing, he's going to allow himself to get the monk to pick up the relic and take it home. Now, he could go and get the other relic on the north of the map because there's no army there, but he doesn't know that. So he's going to play it safe and get the ones at the back.
Look at, sorry that I interrupt you. Look,
no problem.
4 tone centers. 4 tone centers for Vinchester, 4 TCs. He has almost 1,000 gold. It's not balanced economy, but you know, the power of the markets. He can go with the markets anytime soon. Will balance the economy, and I guess that he will go to Imperial faster than TaToH, definitely. Or it should be.
He will 100%. No. TaToH's already up.
TaToH is up to Imperial. What the hell, man?
Yeah, 2 TCs though. That's why he didn't add a 3rd TC. So I mean, Vinch. What I meant was Vinch will definitely be able to go Imperial faster if he clicks it at the same time because he has the twice the speed of upgrading. But right now, Vinchester really doubling his economy and trying to just get as much eco going as possible, but that is going to delay his Imperial time. TaToH, he's up, and this is good for him. I think he needs this kind of edge here. The question is, what will he do when he gets Imp? I mean, he's not really showing a huge amount. He's just putting more monasteries down. Maybe he'll commit to making more Arambai?
He has no economy, actually. If you check, he's going to Imperial with 2 tone centers, 50, 60 villages at the maximum.
Yeah,
60
it's not much.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a real problem for TaToH, actually. I mean, he's making more monasteries, and that's all well and good, but Vinchester, huge eco. If he could just stall, if he could just hold on for long enough, and when Vinch gets imp, I think this could be all over for TaToH very quickly if TaToH doesn't manage to do some damage. And with these crossbows coming in at the back, disrupting TaToH's eco just a little bit. And yeah, I'm worried for TaToH still. I mean, I'm still not convinced that TaToH is fully in control of this game at this stage.
Well, you can see that they are going to have like 2-3 minutes difference to be in Imperial, but like we were talking, look at the score difference, look at the population. He's over 110 population. He's doing a castle on top of that hill, so he's going to control the map. He will still with his economy completely safe. And if TaToH is getting Imperial faster but not doing any damage, what advantage you get from the faster Imperial?
Exactly, you don't get anything. And then when your opponent does get imp with a massive double the sized economy, you're in trouble, really. So Vinchester here making a market right now, but he's got the resources to go Imperial once he's finished handcart here. And with this castle, I think maybe he's going to make some Karambit warriors. And I said this earlier, but you know, I think that the Karambit warriors are a great choice just because of how cheap they are. Whereas TaToH's units, they're quite expensive, you know. The monks, for example, can be easily countered by the Karambits. The siege, for example, can be easily you know, you could throw 10 Karambits at the siege, it's no problem because they're so cheap. It doesn't matter.
I think he's going to do that, because if you check, he's gathering also a stone to make the second castle. Actually, I wanted to point out, man, I love these castles, man. These graphics are awesome, man.
Yeah,
beautiful. I love these castles.
They do. They look awesome. I think the architecture for the Southeast Asian Civs is really pretty.
Really nice.
Like it a lot. So yeah, +1 from me as well.
Going back to the point, 700 stone. I will make where he has the archers right now another castle, and he will have. Oh, he's coming also from behind. Still from behind Vinchester. I will make the second castle, and like you said, Karambite siege. Well, it's huge advantage now for Vinchester, or it should be 120 population Vinchester, TaToH 89, and never attacked yet Vinchester base.
Yeah, I mean, TaToH really has to turn this around somehow now, and he's only just adding his third town center. He's only just adding that. Now, the edge that he has at the moment is the fact that he's had the Imperial Age upgrade a little longer, so he's had time to make a trebuchet, he's had time to do the Onager upgrade, but this is assuming that Vinchester's going to keep making some archers, I think, or go down that archer line. The Malay have been compared a little bit to the Vikings, because it's pretty common for them to go down into crossbows and arbalest. But look at that TC on the south side, Memb. TaToH just can't catch a break.
I was there, and he got all the villages, but he's still, well, he's doing a good job. The good thing is, for now, he has just siege, and with those units, he can counter Vinchester, but for how long? Because 95 population, Vinchester 120 with 4 town centers, still 35 minutes with 2 TCs only. Now he's gonna make the third, but if he's getting those 2-3 onagers with the Karambite, but he's doing traps. He's not doing the units.
He's not doing his
right now.
Unit. He's actually doing pikes at the moment, which is interesting.
Halbs?
Yeah, well, he's doing. Is he doing halb upgrade?
Halbardiers, man.
Yeah. There you go.
He's doing halbardiers. What the hell?
Interesting. I mean, I'm not sure why, to be honest.
But Zach, to kill what? The monks with halves? If he's going, I mean, I don't know why he's doing halves.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I mean, maybe he's thinking that Arambai because they're cavalry archer, but TaToH hasn't really made many of those. Obviously, halbs are cheap. They're very easy to spam, but maybe he's got a bigger plan. Maybe he wants to put some siege behind this, but you know, we need to check the tech tree a little more. These are new civs, so it is easy for us to forget exactly what they have on offer at the moment. But look at this from TaToH.
But this is so important.
Nice.
The trebuchets don't lose the trebs like this. Oh my god. You don't want to lose the trebs, man. In a treb battle.
Yeah. So expensive.
Yeah.
He could lose the castle now, maybe. I mean, it's hard to say, but 3 trebs here from TaToH. That castle's taking a beating, and you know, Vinch has no way to really get to those trebs at the moment. This is why I was saying earlier, if he just masses some Karambits, they're so cheap, he can make a lot of them.
Or Arbalest.
Well, anything really. At this stage, he needs some army, man.
Yeah. He's not doing anything, and he's housed for a long time now. 125 out of 135. If he's losing the castle, it will be housed for a really longer time. He's doing barracks. I still don't know why he's doing barracks when he could do other units. Well, they are cheap. If he mass 40 helps sack, it will be fine. But the problem is, he's still not doing army. Now he has 10, maybe 15 halberdiers, and look at the score difference, getting really closer.
It is closing, and TaToH will take that castle on the hill, and with that, he'll take the score lead as well. So the castle goes down, and slowly but surely, TaToH seems to be pushing this one back. But, you know, I really feel like Vinchester has made the mistake here, because Vinchester had a much bigger eco. He should have been ready to push as soon as he hit Imperial. TaToH, he only added his third town center after the Imperial Age, and he wasn't really doing much until then. But right now, TaToH, a lot of monks, a lot of siege, and even backing this up with some pikemen at the moment. I'm feeling like TaToH's got an edge right now on this top side.
I might be wrong to Zach, but I have the feeling that that Vinchester got like confused, like what I do now. I am an Imperial. I don't know this civilization pretty well. What I have to do? What I have to do? Well, it's the feeling I have really, because he got huge advantage.
It's hard to say, but Vinch coming in now with these halbs, see what he can do here. But, you know, this is not looking so good, is it?
No, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose big time with the
getting
onagers.
converted. Onagers at the back doing damage. It's huge for TaToH here. This is a nice fight.
Do you see Zach? Anything from Purple right now in that battle? He lost everything, man. He lost everything. Oh my god.
But doesn't Vinchester still have a bigger eco? Can't Vinchester afford to spam more at this? But the problem is, he's just getting converted as well, right? So he's sending units in, and then he's just giving TaToH a bigger army for free. It's a problem. Now, he's coming in at the bottom as well. He's looking at the bottom of the map to try and raid with some halbs. Not the best raiding unit, I guess, but at least it's something.
Well, he's getting that TaToH is right now in 21 idle villagers, so he's with economy and also with a lot of villages idle. That's something, but still, even light caps or something is better than that.
Anything.
Well, now look at Vinchester economy, Zach. It's at the very limit. He barely has nothing in the bank right now, so the advantage is gone.
Yeah, and I think as well, look at that, building a castle back at home at the top of his base. Building a defensive castle on that hill. And that says to me that he's not confident that he's going to hold this on the front. And I agree. He's actually adding in long swordsmen though right now. And this is kind of, you know, good for the halbs. But TaToH making good use of his monks at the back as well. Getting a lot of conversions so far this game. And continuing to use those monks as well to try and keep the conversions coming in. Now, with the long swordsman, Vinchester's kind of pushing this back actually. But I'm questioning whether or not these monks will have the impact to push this back once again for TaToH.
That's the thing, that he's gonna fit him. I mean, some people say in the chat, halberdier's donation. Yeah, because he's giving all the units to his opponent. The monks are so, now seriously, the monks are so powerful. You can see that they have the block printing, 12 range. They have also the sanity upgrade. I assume that they have also theocracy, so they can, a group of the monks can recover if they convert all. So you basically don't need even to micro, you just have to click as fast as possible, and that's it.
Exactly, there's basically no reason for TaToH to not do those upgrades because they're half price, so they're so cheap, you can afford that easily. On the south though, TaToH putting a castle here just to defend his eco a little bit, and Vinchester quickly rushing that with a ram, or some rams, but I think he won't be able to break this down, and with that
at
castle,
the bottom, he has nothing to do there. He has nothing to do there at the bottom.
There is a castle from Vinch. I mean, maybe you can make a trebuchet and treb it down. But for now, TaToH's going to be able to deal with that fairly easily. And he is on the real pushback. Like, at the top of the map, Vinchester has nothing here now. Taking some stone, but all of his forward buildings have been cleared out.
Don't you feel that it's a bit weird game? I mean, if you check, it's looking that TaToH now is coming back, he's pushing back, but it's still Vinchester with good map control. He has a castle at the bottom, like you said, so he can also trebuchet at TaToH. He still have another castle, like half in the middle in the north. Still 2 extra gold under his control. So he should be, he is still, oh, but look at the onagers. You don't need siege onagers. He's cutting the trees and he's going inside. Oh my God.
I love it. That's fantastic. And of course, this is something that was introduced with the expansions. The onagers can cut. You don't need, like you said, the siege onager. That's amazing. And this is going to catch Vinchester by surprise. Vinchester will not see this coming.
Let's see if Vinchester gonna get surprised. I don't know if he know about this, and maybe he's gonna say something like, "What the hell? He's coming here with what? So. With villagers cutting the wood?"
Did he use his traps?
He's there, man. He's inside.
That's
and
amazing.
Now how to stop that? How to stop that?
Because all of his defenses are on the outside. The villagers in the wood line going to get splattered by the onagers here. The Treb's going to be deploying at the back. And Vinchester did not see this coming. So many villagers dying to the onagers.
Look at the villagers. Look at this. Killing everything.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. And Vinchester, no defense. No defense.
Nothing. Well, this game is going for the decisions, not for the execution, you know? I mean, because he was doing better in the execution of Vinchester, but after he reached Imperial, at that point, the game changed completely because TaToH was taking, well, HD experience, right? He was taking all the right decisions.
Exactly. It's strategy now. This is where the strategy comes in. And TaToH has the edge here, for sure. Like, we were saying at the start, right? TaToH has played more AoE HD than any other expert. He knows this game really well, and he's got the strategy to think, or he's got the experience to think of a strategy like this.
What you talking? I thought TaToH is developer from HD because he almost was born here. He know everything about HD. Now seriously, he know everything about HD.
Actually, TaToH suggested that they add this onager cut through so that he could use it.
Do you see? Cheater, TaToH, cheater!
I'm only kidding. I don't know who suggested that, but that's awesome. And honestly, this is looking so good now. TaToH losing, Vinchester losing so much economy, so many idle villagers, all of his farms now going idle nearly. The gold being raided by the Haubs, and what is Vinchester going to do? What can he do?
Easily. Alt F4, but fast and unpredictable, man, because look at this. See, Jonas House, he's still with good population, but TaToH right now, 200 population.
Yeah, that's it. Man. He's pop locked. And, right at the start of this game, we were saying, in the Dark Age, the Feudal Age, it's not about strategy, it's just about execution. It's about how well you can build your economy. And it's not really strategy at that point. Once we got to the Imperial Age, that was when the strategy came in, and that's when TaToH took the advantage, and he's really showing that now.
I really forgot. Do Malay has bombard cannons?
Yeah, I think so. Let me check. Let me check.
They
do.
So bombard cannons and even skirmishes and archers.
Yeah.
With the advantage he had, he could get this game, in my opinion. Bombard cannons, 12 range.
I agree.
He went for helps.
Vinch didn't make the right decision, in my opinion. I mean, he could have had better options. But right now, where's Vinch's base gone? It's not there. He's trying to build at the bottom, spreading farms out here. You can see how quickly he's placed them because it's a mess. But TaToH's already there. He's already killing the villagers. And I think we're going to see GG from Vinchester any minute now.
Yeah, he lost basically almost all the advantage he got. Now he's 70 population behind, no resources, not map control. Look also at the bottom how with 3 trebuchet and 4-5 Arambai, he's cleaning everything.
Yeah. He is, and TaToH adding more Arambai here as well, actually. He's sending them forward, and he's got the economy to support this now. The Arambai are a perfect choice, because Malay making the two-handed swordsman, right? Arambai are going to be great there, whereas the Haub's not going to be very good. The Arambai work well, and now they can start raiding, they're going to hit hard. And Vinchester really just has no way back at this point. I feel like it's too far gone.
Yeah, he's trying. It's a best of one. It's a tournament, and it's a tournament. You tried your best, and I like it. I mean, you have to go till the last second if you think you have some chance. But we like casters and watching everything, because remember that they only see their point of view. He don't know. Yes. He don't know that TaToH is 200 population, so he want to fight. But watching everything like we do right now, this is basically game over. Really, really soon.
Yeah, and it was a great game to start things off as well because it was very back and forth. We thought Vinchester had this huge advantage, and he did. TaToH was in a really bad position, but he fought his way out of it. And yeah, I mean, TaToH is everywhere right now. Those Arambai, really good raiding units as well because, you know, any cavalry archer unit is a good raider. You can just put it in your enemy's economy. They'll kill all the villagers nearby. You move them again. And I mean, this is brutal right here.
Yeah. Want to remind also the viewers that we were talking about, oh, but Vinchester would be faster if Imperial, then we switch point of view, and TaToH was already up to Imperial. That timing with the market, guys, the market is crucial. A lot of players, and more now, lately, they are using more and more the market. If you don't have the best economy or more balance, you go up to Imperial. And with Castle and Trebuchet, he got time to himself till he got a better economy.
Yeah. So in overall, I mean, TaToH is going to pull ahead, but yeah, the Imperial Age time was kind of important, I think, in this game, and I think Vinchester should have been faster to Imperial than he was. I think he got greedy. He thought, okay, I've got all the map control, I'm in control of this game, I've got time, and I can afford to put down a third and a fourth TC, and even a fifth TC. But in reality, he didn't. And Vinchester calling GG. Well played to TaToH.
Was the unit choice, in my opinion. I don't know what you think, but the unit choice was crucial. Remember your reaction and my reaction at the same time when we saw halberdiers. Halberdiers? What?
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of... It's difficult, right? The Malay are a difficult civ because they don't have quite as much firepower on the land as a lot of these, you know, they're not a land civilization, they're a naval civilization.
It's naval, yeah.
It's difficult, but he chose to play this civ. He could have played a different civ, and I thought he would have had a plan for it. Now, I mean, you could say, well, skirmishes could work, but remember there was a lot of onagers there as well, and that is kind of also not a great choice when you compare it. But I think what Vinch needed was bombard cannons, really, because there was a lot of siege from TaToH, and bombard cannons are a great counter to that. And he didn't go down that route at all.
Yeah. You cannot afford like crazy amount of bombard cannons, but also with 3-4 bombard cannons with a good micro, and these players have the micro, probably you and me, oh, okay, that's another thing, right? But they, with 3-4 bombard cannons, he could have done a lot of damage.
Honestly, I think he needed Karambit warriors and bombard cannons because the Karambit warriors are cheap. They're really cheap. You can just afford to throw them at your enemy, and they produce really quickly. And in a game like this, I think Vinchester could have benefited from having more units rather than stronger units. So,
well, let's say to the viewers, Karambit warrior cost 25 food, 10 gold, which is ridiculous.
Super cheap. And it only takes half a population spot. So you can have 100 of these guys, and they'll only take 50 population. And in a game like this, when your opponent's making monks and siege, I feel like that's what you need. You need a huge number of units because you can just surround them and overwhelm them in numbers. That's my opinion anyway.
I agree. Completely agree. Well, TaToH advanced, man. TaToH advanced. We didn't talk before the game who was... I mean, I didn't ask you who do you think is the favorite. Well, for me, it was TaToH, of course, in this kind of match.
Yeah.
But and he did it. He advanced to the next one.
Yeah,
congratulations.
That's right. TaToH going to go through. We will see more of him today as well. He will be playing again a little bit later in round 2, but Vinchester will not be qualifying through to the main event, and we will see TaToH later on, and over the weekend he will be playing for his seed position today, but we will see him in the main event. So let me very, very quickly here update the scoreboard for you guys. That's 1-0 to TaToH, and sadly we don't have Nilpford here right now. A lot of people said they enjoyed Nilpford's analysis. Right now Nilpford is, I believe, at work, or he's away anyway, but he'll be joining us later on, and he'll be coming into the cast to add some insight as we go along as well. But yeah, right now we're going to back out of this game.